This modular building MOC CNC was built in 2015, I think, and I should have shared it a long ago.
So I built a modular building, Cookies and Coffee. Interior is not featured on YouTube yet. A cool Lego MOC called Cookies and Coffee. Decoration is actually done now, so I'm working with a presentation. Cookies and Coffee. Not featured on YouTube yet, but will probably be this summer.
Finally, Master Builders, I present Cookies and Coffee. It's been collecting dust here in the basement for quite some time, and if it included a piece I needed, I would borrow that piece. So for this video, I've been dusting it off, somewhat, and I've been piece hunting for quite some time to make this presentable, and very accurate to the original model. My first impression is that the facade looks very messy. I think there is nothing wrong with the looks of the individual compartments, but when they're all bundled together, it looks unorganized to me. However, I can somewhat overlook the facade for this feature. This modular building can in fact be folded in half. It's not a very useful feature, but it looks really cool, and it definitely made it easier to get all the different camera angles for this video. The building is a family house, with the family business Cookies and Coffee, and the fishing store of the grandfather, known as Frank the Fisherman. The fishing store is mostly open, but sometimes it's gone fishing. The cafe is very grand. At the time I built this, it was definitely my biggest MOC. I think that the entire creation contains over 4,000 pieces, but I'm not really sure. I think that most of the design looks outdated, but I still like the counter, this cleaning area, and the storage space, which actually holds a secret. Just like the modular building set Detective's Office, you can smuggle some cookies through the floor of the attic, into the bathroom, and out of the building through the wall. I think that the idea was that the construction worker who pretended to fix this broken part of the building was the thief. He had figured out that the most delicious cookies, served to the royal family of the country in fact, were stored in the attic. Entering the next floor will take us to Frank's room. This is where you'll know he's really into fishing stuff. He can quickly access his shop through a ladder located under the bed, which can fold up to the wall. When he's not in the shop, he usually sits around in his very comfortable chair, writing about his sea adventures. This bookshelf may not look very suspicious at first glance, but if you pull out the one book sticking out a little, you can access Frank's secret room, containing golden fishing equipment, rumored to be a bit magical. This floor also contains a bathroom and a kitchen with movable compartments, including a fridge. I'm not sure why you can pull back this staircase, because there is nothing important to access here. The top floor houses the rooms of the parents and their child. I remember that the kids' room was very fun to design. Judging by the kids' possessions, I think we got a prankster in the house. This is a very open space and a very empty space. I didn't think about, for example, a wardrobe to store clothes, but apparently I included 2 sunbeds that you can take out to the balcony or to the rooftop. You might be wondering why there is a fishing rod here, and I'll give you the story. So Frank is a fishing nerd, we have established that, right? But he lives in the middle of a modular building city, so there is nowhere to fish. Well, until now. From the rooftop, Frank can practice his hobby by fishing his weekly barrel of cookies from this counter to the rooftop. Yeah, it's a bit crazy. I think we're done with this build. Overall, I have to say that some aspects of the creation have stood the test of time. However, it does look pale in comparison to my abilities nowadays, and even to my 2017 modular building, named Arts, which I may revisit someday, because revisiting Cookies and Coffee was really fun. When I reconstructed this build, I remembered how many nostalgic memories this wonderful creation holds.